Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Dynamo. The regular league season is finished. We had where you last saw us, we played Hereford, where we had 3,333 fans cram their way into the stadium to watch us just about lose 3-2. And since then, we pulled back some points. We maintained pressure and put ourselves into a decent position to be able to have something of a season at the end of regular season, at the end of this hurt. Oh my God, 2 months without a single win. So many 1-0 losses, so many 1-goal losses. And at the very end against Gateshead, two own goals just kind of set the scene before Gateshead. They finished top. They won automatic promotion. They just Campbell and Beckett just made it an unrespectable scoreline. But here's the big thing with that form, with that just disastrous dip. Because you can see if you look back through, there's we had a really good start to the season, and then it just there are wins sprinkled into the middle of the season before that calamitous drop in form. But here's the thing. Where did we finish? Is our season over? No, we're in the playoffs. We finished 7th, just about. Flied. We secured our promotion on the second last day, match day 41, where a good win against Cruisin' Ashton, 3-0, that really helped us. Now you can see here, I've been avoiding wingers for a long time, but I just decided we just got a crop of youngsters in through who are just itching to chomp at the bit. They did phenomenally well. Against Gateshead, this is basically a fully rotated second string squad because I wanted to keep my guys fit for York City, because that away leg, is that, oh, it's the first round. For a moment there I thought that's the first leg. No, we're to go to York Community Stadium and we're going to try get ourselves into that semi-final, because if we can get promoted, oh, that'll be a glorious, glorious way to round off this episode. Nothing to play for in the cups. We got knocked out really early, but Cameron Stanley. Oh, Stanley, you turned it on at the very end. Let's go here. Insert column, goal scorers, and then let's just auto-size all columns. And you can see here at the very end, Stanley, and then actually from the looks of it, he didn't really have that great of an end. Go to form. Now here, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Goal, 2 goals, goal and assist, goal and goal. He had a big long stretch where he didn't score anything, and then he came up strong right at the end of the season, put in some really good performances. He's finishing the season with 19 goals, and hey, for a young striker finding their feet in professional football, fair fucks to him. You can see he's developing quite nicely. He will be leading the line next season. One of the things that really changed for me in tactic-wise is I moved to a variant of Gegenpress 4-2-3-1, but I decided to just experiment with these two. And let me, here we go. This is what I'm playing around with, having those inside wingers, having Stanley playing up here, Rogers. But one of the standout players is, where is he? It's Brendan something. I need to find him now. Let's take away my that explains why I couldn't find him, because I was just looking. Brendan Dillon, here we go. He started 4, played 1. The boy got a goal. He's the youngest. No, he's not the youngest. He was the youngest goal scorer in Dublin City history, but he's playing quite well. He's got a 6.86, 1 assist, 1 goal, 1 yellow card. I mean, he has fouled a fair amount, but he's absorbed 2 fouls, so he got 2 good opportunities. He is he's an integral part of the team at the moment, and he's at his best in that attacking midfield, right, where he's able to utilize just that flair and that technique. He could, if he had better off the ball, he'd be way more aggressive in that position. I kind of want him to play him as an attacking midfielder, but Rogers is he is the standout starter in that position. So let's have a look at how our stats work out for the season, and I'm going to bring you that knockout round. So only a few players got above a 7.0 rating. So like everyone down here, I'm kind of disappointed in, but you can see like some of these players, like there's a lot of like bit part players who just don't have that many who don't have that many what's the word I'm looking for, appearances, like Stanley Manley, I love it. Like Garan Manley has just been an absolute stalwart for us. 6 goals, 5 assists, 3 player of the matches. He is he's a foul machine, as well as having a 7.05. Like just solid midfield player who can play across that like spine, playing defensive midfield, playing advanced midfield. He's been an absolute stalwart for us, and you've seen as a result that he plays. Keane Leonard, again, surprised that he is actually our highest performing player, because I would not have put him in that position. 31 starts, 6. He's going to find it very difficult to get more starts because I've moved from a 2-striker system into a 1-striker system. So Leonard, again, he's the 80 assists, 8 goals, 3 player of the matches. Stanley, though, with the 5 player of the matches. So you can see where, like, while he might have the lower rating, now, there's a difference of like 0.016, so it's not a huge amount, but those 19 goals are invaluable, especially when you look around the team. I'm not getting goals from much elsewhere. Rooney and Abu, I've been very, very happy with him on that left-hand side. Performing quite well, and it'll be good to get a full season of him. No matter where we end up, if we're still in the Vanarama North, if we're going up to the Vanarama National proper. Do I need to... Who else? Bottom... I mean, what more to say about him? He came in 28 appearances. I tied him down to an extra year. He has a 7.3. I'm going to see what I can get out of him before maybe like shipping him back to Ireland. I'm based in Ireland. Sending him back to like an Airtricity League club so that this fella, the under 18s, where are you? Eddie Tobin, he got his first start. I don't think he played well, but sure, at the same time, like a 7.1, like what? You can't really argue with that when, you know, the game says he played well, but I don't think he played well. Here we go. Burke. Like Burke isn't that far from the first team. Because he's 15 and because he's going to do most of his development in that youth academy, I'm trying to decide, do I sell him with a buyback clause, or do I just play him? Like once he hits about 17 years of age, start giving him first team opportunities, because like he could improve a lot in the future, and I don't know where that means, where it's going to end up. That is one of the problems, though. He may never reach his potential, and that is a concern, because at the moment, like, he's only a star away from bottom. Like, this is decent, this is good, and when you go into comparisons, like compare with bottom, like they're essentially the same player. Like bottom just has that little bit extra experience, and he kind of has like a 1 point aggregate like improvement over the two. But other than that, like they're essentially the same player. I mean, for God's sake, Burke even has the better pace. So he's got more of a he doesn't have the same rushing out. Like he almost had the makings of a sweeper keeper in him. That's what I was going through. So overview. I'm looking for their heights. There we go. 6'1", 6'2". Position statistics. Overall. Can I go into... No, won't show. So report. Setting and processing far. Regular starter can improve. I mean, yeah, so there's just, like, as it is, bottom is just my first choice keeper. Campbell started really well, but he just refused to improve. He just flatly... Because you can even see it. Like, if we go into development training... Can I see... He's performed okay, but it's 6.3. Like, what can you... Like, he has oodles of potential, and he's quite good. 6'2", young. Let me take you back to tactics anyway. And because one of the big things that I changed is I'm now playing with a much higher line, much higher line of engagement. But the life-changing thing that I've implemented is I have both of my centre defenders playing on stopper roles. And the reason behind this is a calculated risk, because I was finding that when I was trying to play that little bit more conservatively, play with like a standard or a higher line just to kind of like squash the pitch and force them to play over us. When they play it over us, their finishing and their composure isn't good enough to be able to just absolutely dominate Bonham, and Bonham tends to get some good one-on-ones. So I trust him to be able to guard his goal in a one-on-one situation. But what I found happening was that when they weren't on the stopper role, when they were just in the regular defensive role, they weren't engaging the ball up to the striker. So meant that the striker was able to take it down with a bit of pressure, but then lay it off to an advanced midfielder or a wide midfielder. And then they would create opportunities by kind of like circling it wide through those overlaps, and then either crossing in or bringing it into an unmarked midfield player. And I found that like the weak point was, sometimes I could defend that. Sometimes I was able to organize the team in such a way so as to defend those second and third balls. But what I wasn't defending was that first ball. And I thought to myself, how about I just take the calculated risk of ending the first ball? Because then I don't have to worry about the second or the third ball, because if I don't catch the first ball, I've committed to it in such a way that it gives the striker the opportunity to go into a one-on-one position. So what I'm doing is I am trying to manipulate my opposition into not going after the safer option, which is it's the low risk, low reward. And I want them to go into the high risk, high reward situation, because I'm actually able to deal with that better in a one-on-one situation. And that has seen us, let's go back to our schedule. That has seen us in a position where, what is going on? There we go. 3-0, 4-1, 2-2, 0-1. There we go. Yeah, 2-2, 4-1, 3-0. We're just defending better. It really is just that simple. We're just defending better. Okay. So we're going to play against York City. It's going to be a quick pause for you, and I'll come back to you in a second. It's time to vote for player of the season. None of my players are up. None of my players are available. That's quite upsetting. But Shane Byrne, midfielder, I don't recognize. If he was a striker, I'd recognize him. He is who I'm going to give my vote to, Shane Byrne. Now, he has the most players of the matches. He doesn't have the highest average rating, and it usually goes to the highest average rating. But between these two, I'm going to go after the one that's actually had the most impact in terms of man of the matches. 4 goals, 9 assists. It's not a bad return. 34 appearances. Let's see if he's actually... Oh, he's expiring. Oh, I could bring him in. So, scout for a week. Yes. You are a target. I'm going to maybe consider bringing you in when your contract expires, because I like Irish players. And here we are, a date with destiny. We are away at the York Community Centre in York City for the first of these playoff matches. If we win, we get to play either Gloucester City or Farsley. Ironically, I'd rather play Farsley. I don't have good experiences with Gloucester. But tactical meeting. Okay. Low crosses. No, I don't want to keep them off. Okay, team selection. This is the team I'm going with. Rodgers through the middle, just a creative genius that has in him. 8 assists all season at 17 years of age. And again, what's beautiful, he is eligible for Ireland. We need to get Stephen Kenny to just call him up. Just call him up. He is unambitious. Maybe that's why. Brohal, he is a very versatile player. I have him playing on the right-hand side, only because Brendan Dillon is a little bit tired, but he can come on as an impact sub. And what I like about him is he is light, he is agile, and he is able to just run with the ball. We've got Walsh O'Loughlin playing on the left-hand side. He is the weak link, unfortunately, and I don't really have somebody who can play in that role effectively. I think I'm going to try find somebody who can play between these positions next season, because, again, you've only got 5 substitutions, so versatility in your subs is incredibly important. So like a Michael Kenny save, Adam Phelan, if I had him to be able to jump between these 2 positions, that would be perfect. So this we're going to do Auba, Hoisey, Rooney, Harvey, and Bonham. Manley and Donnelly. Again, Donnelly, very versatile player, can play anywhere along that spine and on that right-hand side, although he is left-footed. Dribbling. You know what? I'm tempted to put Donnelly over here. He does not play the position very well. Okay, so it's an option. Look, it's an option for us. I might retrain him during the summer. But anyway, and look, he's for sale. He's available. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna go with this one, and we're gonna pray, because York City are a decent side. I should have checked what have we come. See if I can Fitzgerald. Here we go. See if I can find the head-to-head record. Yeah, so I searched for a little bit. I wasn't able to find the head-to-head. I don't know where that feature is. So let's get stuck in. Okay, nobody's expecting anything out of you. Match preview. Let's get into it. Let's cross our fingers and let's hope for a good result. Kick off, and now we pray. Dublin City having an opportunity to get ourselves into a semi-final. First thing we do is we go to shouts, we go to encourage, then we keep an eye on, when we get to our first highlight, keep an eye on what the possession and what the shot chances are like before to whether we go to, I would say conservative, whether we go to cautious or we go to positive. So Dyson, oh no, they have a good opportunity here. Long bottom, oh thank God. Opening space for them is a bit dangerous, and Rooney taking this forward. Over to Heisey. Heisey up the line? No. So they're closing us out. They're playing with a very high pressing line, which means that if we break that line, we have an opportunity. And Rogers go through here, going to take it on. And oh, Stanley is through. 1-on-1 position. Oh, great save by Campbell. Although, oh, it's been kept alive. Is that a penalty? No, that's a good interception from the looks of it. Okay, so 10 minutes. I'm going to keep it unbalanced. God, it's so hard to tell. They've only got the two. Okay, we're going to move to positive. And I'm going to praise them because I think they are doing well. Try to get into more attacking positions. They are playing with a deep line midfielder, and we're playing with an advanced playmaker, so it kind of somewhat cancels each other out. As Rogers back to Rooney, Mulaney, Rogers, Brogal. Go on, just Stanley. Oh. The yellow card galore. I'm not happy. I've got 4 yellow cards going out there as Rogers brings this in. Rooney! Oh my God, there was an opportunity there. Oh, Rooney. Okay, we're going to get a second bite of this cherry, but that was a chance. Bring to Rooney. Oh. 6'4" frame on Rooney. He should be putting those away. We are having the much better opportunities here as Boland's going to bring this out. Try to break their high press. Rooney over to Heisey. What you going to do with it, Heisey? They get into a defensive posture. And Brohall over to Rogers. Rogers securing it into Manley. Manley through to Stanley. Oh, and we have an opportunity. Oh my God, why did you do that? Walsh, Lachlan. So we have had the much better opportunities. We've had the much better chances. I'm going to keep it on positive, and I'm going to be very happy with them. I think they've performed well. I mean, yeah, I am. That's exactly what it was. Okay, start second half. And I'm going to encourage them. Okay. 9 shots, 6 on target. We've been the better side, I feel. We have an opportunity to get just through. We've had more off target. However, we've had better quality chances with the 0.78 XG. Getting into the 70th minute. Come on. Brohall not doing well. Okay, so we're gonna swap him out. We're gonna bring on Dylan for Brohall. And Colin Walsh. Jesus Christ. So what we are going to do, we're going to undo that. Donnelly is going to come over here because very disappointed doesn't even describe how I feel about what I'm watching. Nope. Brohall is going to come down here. And Dylan is going to come on over here. Okay. So, and I'm going to play with wingers. Because I found attacking wingers will kind of cut in. So that's a lot of yellow cards though. Jesus. Stay on feet. Okay, confirm changes. And hopefully this isn't just one of those incisive attacks by York. This is McKay to Moss. And Moss bringing through for Dyson? No. Oh, thank God it was off target. Okay. 20 minutes between us and a semi-final. We have to score first, obviously. There's Rooney and Harvey playing okay. Harvey 6.2 doesn't really tell us anything. Drop down to 6.1. Okay. Comes Fitzgerald, which suits me because he's on a 6.1. Eric Abu. Is Brohall. Jesus, we need consummate professionals that can play those wing roles. Okay, they look like they're playing more narrowly, playing with fullbacks. So this is going to additional time. Okay, additional time. Change nothing. We've been the better side. I'm very happy. Keep it up. Okay, start extra time. Okay. What a weird formation. As we're still keeping them at arm's length, although they have the highlights. There's Moss and oh my McKay. Oh fuck. No. Okay, it's early in extra time, so we can come back from this. We can come back from this. Skip. Oh, it's those headers. Extra time. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Start extra time. So in here, and Brohall, you're going to do centre mid attack. You're on defence. That's fine. Donnelly can do those roles. And Stanley, we're going to switch you to being an advanced forward. Alubu. Actually, no, we're going to do you fullback attack. That way you don't try to stretch that width and you'll take opportunities as you see them. And Manley, I guess we play you as a deep lying support. It's now or never. It's now or never. And shouts demand more, and we go very attack. No, I will go very attacking. Go on. Okay. This is going to hurt because we've been the better side. Their XG shot up with that chance. I think this is it. Robbed, so we were. Out in the first round, we finished 7th. We had, like, York City got away with murder there. We had by far the better side, and their defenders just played so well. Well, look, that is season 1 of Ireland FC. We're going to have to play our trade again in Vanarama North. We didn't do enough to get out this time, although I think I'm onto something with this formation. I just need to cement those. And Dylan with a 6.0. Jesus, come on, Dylan. I need to get wingers. That's what I need to do. And Stanley, they just didn't play well. They just didn't play well. That's really what this came down to. We were the underdogs. You gave your best effort. I'm gutted. Again, massive overachievement. I'm still gutted. So, okay. And here we are, our end of season review. We'll go through this and then I'm going to let you go for the end of this episode. And I'll be back with the beginning of season 2. Probably maybe the first fixture after preseason. But the new arrivals, there's going to be, I think I brought in like 40 players. And the majority of them, like McCallan from Cockhill, only 2 appearances. Leonard, Rooney, Fitzgerald, Tabu, Manley. You know, it's okay. Transfers out. Largely happy with some of these because they didn't perform well. Brandon Payne, he went to Maine. He's a winger. Maybe I should have held on to him now that I'm thinking about it. I brought in a lot of players who they didn't perform well enough. Eric, what are you doing? Oh, you're in transfers in. Okay. So the season's a season to remember. The expectation was to be competitive. We finished the second round. We had an average home attendance of 5% of our stadium, which was just under 3,000. Competition results. Wigan, yeah, that was unfortunate. Although we had a nice cup run. Beating Notts, beating Kings Lynn. We had a lot of home games, and it was the away games that we kind of... Well, no, Hitchinstown was really easy, and Wigan just demolished us. It was really that simple. Gloucester, that was very upsetting. I really did not like that. Moments to remember, biggest win, Chester. Match to remember, the 2-1 against Boston. Goal of the season was Manley. Can we watch this goal? Okay, so we're going to see their goal first. Yeah, it was a dirty goal. So, Manley, it's just a free kick. How was that the goal of the season? We scored so many better goals than that. Okay, let's get out of here. The finances. Oh, the finances. So our sponsorship at 380,000. Again, that's just really helping us in the background. We're still local. Stanley, the best performing player. I'm not at all surprised by that one. Matchday commercial income, 461,000. I think that's where having a really good stadium is going to come in handy. We're only going to see that improve. So how are you lined up? Leonard, come on. Where's Stanley? You've left 21 goals on the bench. Jesus, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I know he scored 10 with 8, and I think he's because he had a better average rating. Oh, that's ridiculous. Our defense was really good. Fitzgerald, he's just too old now. Like, you can see, like, his pace has gone down, his acceleration's gone down. That stamina of 3 just means that he's just not able to do it at this level anymore. We're going to hold on to him. He's got 9 leadership. No, we'll let him go at the end of the season. And we go back. So the accolades. Okay, Donovan Zanzi, Manager of the Month. Fans Player of the Season, Cian Leonard. Young Player of the Season, Cian Leonard. Signing Season, Scott Campbell. I mean, okay. It's turning the knife a little bit there because he was my first choice. He had 8 clean sheets in the appearances. Like, God, what could have been if I'd kept him, if he didn't trigger the ever-loving fuck out of me by just deciding to not bother performing. Jeremy Manley with 65 completed passes per 90. And Stanley with most player of the match awards, as well as having the highest goals with 21 goals. Record breakers, and we just had a lot of records broken. Dylan, youngest goal scorer. Fastest goal, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Oldest player, Fitzgerald, at 53 years of age, nearly 56. Oldest goal scorer, himself, with 35 and 15 days old. Rooney with 10 yellow cards. Jesus. Let's go to finish. Okay. So, that hurt. That really hurt. Season review. Yeah, defied the odds. Like I said, we were expected to barely scratch it out of here. Season preview, 251. At one point, that was 351 to odds. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to do the summer transfer window, and I'm going to try and improve that squad, bring in some wingers and challenge for the league again. Tell you who came up, who went down. Actually, let's just find out who went down. So League North, Dover Athletics. So we're still trying to figure out who's going down. Dover will go into the south. That's fine. I think Antrim. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know my geography well enough, but they've got 3 more games to play through, and then I mean they've already sorted their playoffs. But anyway, look, I'm gonna let you go. Disappointing way to end this episode, but sure, you win some, you lose some. I'll catch you for next season.